Joseph's journey amid the deferred dreams and dashed hopes, God was working to redeem the world. God works in every circumstance, including the oppression of the Roman government, to bring about his purpose.
This was not a journey Mary wanted to take. It was not the way she imagined it would be. And of course, this was not to be the last of Mary's unwanted journey. A short time after Jesus' birth, Herod would try to kill the child, and she and Joseph would take the infant Jesus and flee to Egypt as refugees. 33 years later, there would be another journey she would take with her son, this time down the Via Dolorosa as she followed him to Calvary.
We will each take unwanted journeys in life. I think of those I know who have been laid off work, those who are battling cancer, a family whose child has struggled with drug addiction, people I see each week whose spouses have left, parents who have lost children. You know plenty of others, I'm sure. Life will have its moments of disappointment, its times of overwhelming sorrow and intense pain. But the good news of Scripture is that God not only walks with us on these journeys, God redeems them and brings good from them. The Bible is filled with such stories.
The child who would be born in a stable in Bethlehem would walk to Calvary, but that would not be the end of his story. All of us take unwanted journeys, but God always walks with us on these journeys. God works through them and redeems them. And these difficult journeys will never be the end of our story.
In hindsight, we can see what Mary couldn't as she entered that stable. Her contractions getting closer and closer together. She couldn't yet hear the angels singing, couldn't see the shepherds running to the stable, couldn't know that the Magi were already on their way with their gifts to pay homage to the little king. And she certainly couldn't see that you would be reading her story 2,000 years later, reflecting upon its meaning for your life.
Hope is a decision we make, a choice to believe that God can take the adversity, the disappointment, the heartache, and the pain of our journeys and use these to accomplish his purposes. This is precisely what we see happening in Mary's story, in the journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem, and in giving birth in a stable among the animals, where we see hope born in the midst of disappointment. We want to whisper to Mary, don't cry. God is here, even among the animals, and people will draw hope from your story until the end of time.
I invite you, regardless of the journey you are on, to trust, to have faith, and to hope that your difficult journeys will never be the end of your story, because God is by your side. Invite God to use your disappointments to accomplish God's purposes. It was just such hope, I believe, that kept Mary and Joseph going on that long, difficult journey to Bethlehem.